me they have one of these where you have to scan the code to get it on your phone. But they do have a very extensive wine list, champagne. Kind of get an idea of the prices. And then on this side they have more of the mixed drinks, the cocktails, the beers, all of that. And we're going to try some of these because we've had a long, long hot day. And then there's a bunch of these down here for the kids also. And here's the allergy-friendly dinner menu. Comes with the gluten-free rolls. So we got what is this? A Beverly Blue Tea, which is vodka, peach schnapps, pineapple. Sounds fruity and delicious to me. And then my mother over here got a Hollywood Lights, which is Captain Morgan, Caribbean coconut rum, pineapple, and cranberry. And then we got Joy with a, what did she get? A Shirley Temple. She's kind of built a toy fort over here. And Jaden also got a Shirley Temple with all these little cubes. We're just like a disco over here. It's like our little party. Look at everybody. We all have glow lights. They said it looks like a disco over here. Okay, so we had the Beverly Blue Teeny, and it is strong. I had to end up giving it to my mom because it was all alcohol. It burned on the way down. It was definitely a hair on your chest kind of drink. It was definitely strong. Very light hint of fruit, all alcohol. And this one, however, what was this one? The Hollywood Lights. This one was good. It was fruity. Had a lot of pineapple, good flavors, coconut. I liked this one, so we switched. This one was more my speed. Fruit is all my thing. That one was like a one and done drink.
Yeah, I have to wait to have food in my stomach. It is actually burning. It's so strong.
And then Jamie got water. We like these lights though. We figured out you can change them to any color, or you can have them flashing rainbows, which is kind of cool. Match it to your drink. Joy's using hers as a, you know what, a castle rock. She's having a good old time back here in her corner. These are the greatest purchases ever. Got these for her, so when she's not able to ride a ride, she has something to do, and it keeps her very entertained.
What we get?
Jamie had the Cobb salad with no cheese. A really big portion. We got my mom and I are splitting the chicken, which had red pepper polenta cheese. Was that what was in there? I think so. Not sure, but it was chicken. Jaden got the filet mignon, which he's already eating. How's it, Jaden? Is it good?
I haven't actually had steak yet.
Oh. It looks like a mushroom. Is that a mushroom? That thing on the end?
Potato.
Squashed potato. How is it?
It's really good.
Is it good? My dad also got the steak. Everything looks good. Don't worry, I'm not gonna video you shoveling it in.
Hey guys, so we ate at the Brown Derby at Hollywood Studios, and I was so excited for this because I have wanted to eat there since I was a kid. I've always thought it just looked like a cool building. I was always very into like Hollywood glam of the golden era, I guess the golden ages of Hollywood, and I Love Lucy, that kind of thing. And I don't know why, but it always reminded me of I Love Lucy. I'm not sure if she went there in the show or something similar. I don't know. Something about it reminded me of I Love Lucy, and that was one of my all-time favorite shows. So I've always wanted to eat there. So I was so excited we got to try that with this trip. I wasn't wowed, however, so that was kind of disappointing. The decor in there was really cool. It was everything that I thought it was going to be. The food just wasn't amazing. It was good. It was definitely good, but it wasn't amazing. I got the chicken, which had pretty much just a plain piece of chicken on it. It was really juicy though. I'm not a huge chicken person, so the fact that it was juicy and not really dry was great, because usually with my chicken it either has to be heavily seasoned or it has to be dipped in something for me to enjoy it. But it was juicy. It was good. It came with a very small polenta cheese red pepper little cake, which was okay as well. It wasn't anything I would probably order on its own, but it was okay. And then it came with 2 slivers of carrots. Not even slivers, actually. They were like the medallions. So if you're hungry, you might be leaving hungry as well, unless you get dessert and an appetizer. But it was okay. Again, it was nothing fantastic. The filet mignon my dad got, and I think Jaden got too. Yeah, Jaden did, because he said it was a little salty. He said it was a little salty for his liking, and he didn't eat all of it, which tells me something, because Jaden usually clears the plate. My dad said it was good. It just wasn't a very big portion for the money. So overall, it was okay. The drink I got also was a Hollywood Blue Teeny. It was so strong, I couldn't even drink it. I had to switch with my mom, and I don't know how she drank that. I mean, it tasted like straight up rubbing alcohol. Like, it was not fruity at all. Like, it was supposed to have pineapple and coconut, I think, and no, it was literally the strongest drink I have ever had in my life. So I did not enjoy that, because I like flavor with my drink. I'm not a huge drinker, so I don't like things that are super strong. That was, so, I mean, it was one sip and I was like, oh my goodness, like that is definitely a one and done drink. The Hollywood Lights my mom got was good though. It almost tasted watered down though. It was fruity, but that one didn't taste a whole lot. Like, it had a lot of alcohol in it, so it was kind of like 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. But we liked it. For what you're paying though, I don't know that it was worth it. Like I said, the food was okay, and it was just nothing really great about it, nothing that really stood out, but it was okay. We would probably do it again just to give it another try. Maybe, I don't even know if they had burgers or anything on the menu, but if they did, maybe try something lighter, because I feel like the filet and the bigger dishes just weren't worth it. I don't know actually if we would do it again. We probably would, just to try it, but at this point, probably not anytime soon. It just wasn't our favorite. And I was really excited. That was like actually the one I was the most excited about on this trip, so it was kind of disappointing. But you know, it happens. Sometimes it's hit or miss, and sometimes experiences are better some days than others, so I guess we'll have to try it again and see if it's kind of a consistent thing, or maybe it was just a bad day. But we did end up getting a Rise of the Resistance boarding pass, so I was super excited about that. So that made up for like anything that day. I was so sad all day. We got up super early, tried to get the 7 o'clock one. My phone app glitched, and it was like, sorry, an error when I hit the join button. And I was so sad, because then like a split second later it was full, and I was like, seriously, like it wasn't even a minute. I mean, not even a minute, it wasn't even like 10 seconds. It was like half of a second, and they were all gone for the day. And then they had the second boarding pass sign up at 1, and I did that in the park, and I did everything they said to do. You know, I turned off Wi-Fi, I went on cellular, closed all apps running in the background, everything, and we got a backup boarding at 1. We were in group 88, and they ended up calling us within the last hour that the park was open. They actually called us while we were at the Brown Derby, so that kind of made up for everything that we were disappointed with. But yeah, so we got to ride it. It was amazing. It was everything I thought it was going to be. So I was super, super happy, because that's like all I wanted to do. We hadn't gone on that before, and we're huge Star Wars people, so that was like, you know, it's amazing. And then after that, Jaden and Joy built the droids, and that was really fun as well. We did the very last appointment that they had right before the park closed. So we were in there, I think the park closed at 7. We didn't get out of the droid depot until 7:45. So we were the last people in there. All of the employees, I don't know if they were just trying to kick us out or what, but they all came over and helped. And Joy wanted to do it herself, being the independent 3-year-old that she is. So they were really helpful, really great with that, helping her, drill all the screws in and everything. And she really loved it. I think she liked it better than Jaden, and Jaden had a really good time. That was definitely something that I recommend. The kids had a great time doing it. It was fun to watch. It was very interactive. All around, it was a lot of fun. I think that was their favorite thing that they've done thus far. And when we came out, we were pretty much the only people left in the park. There was some people, meandering around, holding on to the last minutes of the park. But they got to drive their droids around in Galaxy's Edge with no people around, so that was kind of fun. And I kind of like leaving late like that because you can take all the pictures and you don't have a ton of tourists in the background. So yeah, so I didn't realize how large Galaxy's Edge was. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I watched walkthroughs on YouTube and I knew it was going to be a large experience because Rise of the Resistance is a really long ride, so I knew that had to take up a decent amount of space. I didn't do Smuggler's Run because we had to do a child swap and there just wasn't enough time. The kids really enjoyed Smuggler's Run though. They said it was a lot of fun. I was more excited about Rise of the Resistance, so if I had to choose between the two, that was the one I wanted to do the most. Joy just was not having it. She didn't even like the Mickey Runaway Railway. She was also really hungry, so I don't know if that was a factor, because then later at night she said she wanted to ride it again, but we didn't have time because they closed at 7. But she was not feeling the rides that day. She was not having any of it. She liked Mickey up until the very end, where you were gonna get chomped or something, and then this machine was going down. And of course we were in the very front row in the front car when that was happening, so after that it was a no-go. We've decided on this trip, she's 3, so she's kind of at that age where she finally realizes some things are scary, but once she sees one thing in the ride that she doesn't like, it's over. She doesn't like it anymore. Like Frozen at Epcot, when we went backwards downhill, she was like, I don't like this, I want off, it's hideous. So as long as it's not it doesn't have any drops or anything scary, she's okay. It's a small world and all that, she likes all that. Hopefully she gets over that, because we're very big ride people. If not, I will be doing a lot of rider swap, which I'm kind of used to anyway. So but anyways, Galaxy's Edge was so large. It took us a really long time to get through it. Not just the rides, but there's a lot of experiences. There's the lightsaber building place, the droid depot, and then there's a lot of shops and places to grab food. And Jaden tried the blue milk. I tried it. It was okay. I would definitely not get it again. It was okay. It was a little fruity. I had seen videos of people trying both of them though, and the green one they said tasted like grass. So I was like, please get the blue one. Don't get the green one, because I just don't want you to not like it and just throw it away. But he liked it. He said it was good. He enjoyed it. I tried it and it just wasn't my thing. It was okay. If I had to drink it, I would, but I wouldn't order that on my own. It just wasn't. It just didn't do anything for me. But it was one of those things he had to try because he saw it on YouTube. It was the experience. So I said, whatever you guys want to do, go for it. Yeah, it was much more immersive and just massive. Every turn you took, you're like, oh my gosh, it goes on and on and on. And then the back alleys into Smuggler's Run is just insane. And we were looking for the front of the line. That line went on forever. I think it was almost 2 hours, but it just wound through all of the alleyways, and I was like, this is crazy. It took us forever just to find the front of the line. Just to even do a child swap, it was does this line ever end? It was crazy. But it wasn't, I don't think it would normally be like that. It's just because of the 6-foot distance markers. It makes every line look crazy. Even at Magic Kingdom, my son's like, we can't get in that line. It's all the way down the road. And I'm like, yeah, but it normally wouldn't be like that. Like a 20-minute wait doesn't usually extend halfway across the park. It's just the social distancing makes everything look really long. I will say it's been more crowded this week than I thought. Usually when we go in February, there's not that many people. There's a decent amount of people here, not like regular crowds, but we've had some waits, which when we've gone in February in the past, we haven't dealt with. So I don't know. It's we've had a good time there. The weather has been great. We saw that it was going to rain the entire week, which, I mean, again, it's not unusual for Orlando, but it was kind of like great. We have snow at home and we come to all rain, but we actually have only had one rainy afternoon, and it rained for maybe 10 minutes. It didn't even bother us, and it hasn't rained since. It rained overnight, but not during the day. We've had perfect weather. It's been even a little on the hotter side, to be honest. I have a terrible sunburn, so I'm rocking a t-shirt today. Like, my shoulders they don't want to come out today. Like, they're so bad. So bad. We tried to go in the hot tub last night. It was like, nope, no. Yeah, my hair will probably go up at some point because the Florida humidity, and I might as well stick my finger in an electrical socket and I'd probably have a nicer hairstyle than what will happen when I emerge into that humidity during the day. It's like I'll go looking okay. Like today I kind of have like crazy like mane, but we're going to Animal Kingdom, so it fits, right? But no, the humidity is awful, and we all have curly hair, so it's like the second we go outside, it's just like it flows up. Like I said, I think the electrical socket would give me better styles than I rock here in Orlando, but definitely like hair up kind of weather for me. But yeah, we'll see. Overall, Hollywood Studios was good. It was a good day. It was really hot though. That's where I got the sunburn. So it was, I think Toy Story Land and Galaxy's Edge, it's very much out in the sun. So I think that's where I primarily got the sunburn, because it's a lot of walking from land to land, whereas like Magic Kingdom, you get off one attraction and just kind of get right on the next door, and then you like the lands are really close together. And Hollywood Studios, they're not, so you have to like Galaxy's Edge, you go through a tunnel, but then the other side, like you have to walk up this walkway that's not like super long, but it's not right next door either, and it's all out in the sun. So in the middle of the day, I just fried. I fried like I don't even know, like it was awful. But hopefully it goes away, because we're going back to the Magic Kingdom tomorrow. But oh well, at least we got to do Rise of the Resistance. That's literally all I cared about, so I'm super happy about that. So overall, we had a really good day. Dinner wasn't the best, but it was still okay. I mean, it wasn't like terrible or anything like that. We just didn't think it was quite worth the price, but it was good.